Welcome to the Leadership Decoded podcast. Here, we provide you practical approaches and actionable tactics to help you lead at your very best at work and in your everyday life. I'm your host, Dr. Will Ramey, a former U.S. Army officer and combat veteran, a current team and leadership development workshop facilitator, and executive education adjunct professor. Today, we're going to dive into the world of building your leadership rituals and routines, and we're going to showcase the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. Atomic Habits is all about how to make small changes that lead to big outcomes. And as a leader, it's imperative that you have your routines, rituals, and habits set up in place so you can lead at your very best. Let's dive in. This episode is brought to you by Sweat Tent, the industry leader of the portable at-home wood-burning sauna. Being a leader can be stressful. That's why I've been a sauna user for many years. Did you know that consistent sauna usage 3 to 4 times a week not only relieves stress and improves sleep, but it also enhances your physical well-being and fosters mental resilience and cognitive clarity to be a better leader? And you no longer have to go to a crowded gym or buy one of those expensive and bulky at-home setups to experience the benefits of a sauna. Sweat Tent is the most portable and affordable at-home sauna on the market. The setup takes minutes and can reach 200 degrees in under 30 minutes. Harness the power of the Sweat Tent sauna to lead with clarity and poise. Sweat out stress, ignite creativity, and emerge a more focused leader. All Leadership Decoded listeners will receive $100 off when you use code LEAD100. Visit sweattent.com today to get $100 off your purchase with code LEAD100 at checkout. Again, that's sweattent.com to get $100 off with code LEAD100. Sweat Tent, improving your ability to lead at work and in your everyday life. This episode is brought to you by C&G Tutoring. Founded by Janelle and Chris Seaton, C&G Tutoring is Northeastern Pennsylvania's leading tutoring service. Our experienced, state-certified tutors provide personalized, one-on-one sessions tailored to each student's unique learning style. From math and science to reading, writing, and even Spanish, we cover it all. We also offer top-notch SAT prep designed to help students sharpen the skills they need to achieve their goals on the SAT. Join the countless families who trust C&G Tutoring with award-winning educators and a 5-star parent rating. We offer in-person and virtual tutoring using 21st century learning techniques. Visit cngtutoring.com today and start your child's journey to academic excellence. C&G Tutoring, ignite your mind. This episode is brought to you by Fit AF. As a leadership coach, I understand the importance of fueling both body and the mind. Balancing coaching sessions, workshops, and personal development can be demanding, and that's where Fit AF steps in. Fit AF offers an ever-changing menu crafted by top chefs and nutrition experts to ensure you're getting the best quality meals. Their diverse selection caters to various dietary preferences and needs, including keto, paleo, vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free, and more. As a valued listener, enjoy an exclusive offer. Get 20% off your first order of 7 meals or more by using code LEADER at checkout at fitafnutrition.com. Again, that's code LEADER for 20% off your first order of 7 meals or more at fitafnutrition.com. As a leader, being able to establish your rituals and routines helps you build predictability and consistency in your performance. So from your standpoint, your personal standpoint, knowing how you approach your day, how you set up your day, how you move through your day, those rituals that help you get going, that help you keep inspired, and those routines, those systems for how you consume information, how you pass information, how you share information with your team are imperative. The foundation of rituals and routines come in the form of habits. Think about how you do what you do. Think about what actions tend to come automatically, and they're not really automatic. You've built them into muscle memory. Think about how do you prepare yourself for a difficult conversation, for a client meeting, for a sales call. How do you maintain your health and well-being? What is it that you do to start your day? How do you close your day? Are you eating well enough throughout your day to stay fueled? Are you exercising in whatever way? Are you practicing mind, body, spiritual alignment each and every day? Think about those rituals and routines, what you want to keep the same and what you want to change. Habits will help you move forward. Atomic Habits, it really does offer a revolutionary approach to habit formation. It emphasizes the small incremental changes that lead to significant improvements over time. Nothing happens automatically. Although I say nothing, It's those small changes that happen on day 1, on day 2, on day 3, that continue to build and grow so that you can see those changes over time. Imagine what would happen if you got 1% better each and every day over the course of the year. You would be exponentially improved on no matter what it is that you are working on. So when we think about what James Clear introduces here, it's the concept of atomic habits, those tiny changes that compound into remarkable outcomes. He outlines a practical framework for creating and sustaining positive habits while breaking free from destructive ones. And let's explore some of the key principles right here in his book, Atomic Habits. The first is to make things obvious. The principle of atomic habits is to make things obvious, that cue. Clear emphasizes the importance of creating cues or creating triggers that signal to you the beginning of a habit. Think about the desired behavior that you want. How can you make it visible, and how can you make it easily accessible? How can you increase the likelihood of following through, right? That might be setting your coffee pot for first thing in the morning. As it's brewing, as you're waking up, you smell that coffee, and then you have your workout clothes right there. I want to wake up, grab a cup of coffee, and hit the gym. So you have that cue of that smell set for when you wake up, and the first thing you see when you wake up are your workout clothes laid out right in front of you. That would make it pretty difficult to pass up. It might be placing a bowl of fruit on the kitchen counter. Right, if the habit that you want to change is snacking on those salty foods that are in the pantry, put a banana on your in front of you. Put that bowl of fruit in front of you so you see it. That way you don't have to open those pantry doors. You see a healthy alternative right then and there. The second principle is to make the habit attractive. Clear suggests that when you link desired habits with pleasurable experiences or rewards, it helps to increase your motivation. You're associating positive emotions with the habit that you are trying to form. When you do that, you're more likely to stick to that habit. It could be something like gamifying your habits, finding a workout or an accountability buddy, or creating a habit tracker so that you can visually monitor whether you accomplish that habit that day or not, right? It could be something, gamifying it, like, yesterday I lifted X amount of weights, today I'm going to lift 1% more. Or I had, if you're trying to switch your macros when you're eating, or if you're trying to, counting calories, or if you're trying to, reduce, whatever it may be, make it attractive so that you can have fun changing yourself and improving yourself and developing yourself. The third principle for habit formation is you want to make that habit easy. Clear advocates for simplifying your habits by reducing friction and reducing barriers to entry. So think about this in forms of breaking down your goals. You might have a goal to lose weight. You might have a goal to read more books throughout the year. Well, you don't do that overnight. You can break down those goals to make it easier and effortless, so that you can try to do 5 pages a day. Or if you're writing a book, I'm going to write 5 pages every day, or I'm going to write until I have a chapter complete. And then you have that those steps, those incremental steps that drive you towards your overall larger change that you're trying to make. And the fourth principle is to make that habit satisfying. Clear emphasizes the importance of immediate rewards and immediate feedback to reinforce those positive habits. This means that you want to celebrate your progress. No matter how small or how tiny that progress is, acknowledge the fact that you accomplished something. It might be that you're in your own business and you want to generate leads. So celebrate the fact that you sent your first 5 emails. Celebrate tomorrow that you sent your second 5 to 10 emails. It's the small steps along the way that you want to celebrate. So over time, those feelings of satisfaction, they become more ingrained, and they strengthen your habits along the way. For me, what I found after I read Atomic Habits, I was in a place where I was just starting out building my business. And again, my team and leadership development workshop business, I had put roadblocks up in front of myself. I needed to become a doctor before I could start. So I got my doctorate from Drexel University. And then I put another roadblock. Well, I want to be a certified credentialed coach. So I obtained my ICF credentialed coach. What I found along the way was I started finding things that I found ways to prevent myself from getting started. And once I read Atomic Habits, I said to myself, I need to continue to move forward some way, shape, or form. So I carved out time on my calendar. My cue that I set up, I have a ritual. I have a routine in the morning as a business owner. On the weekends, I get up. I have my first cup of coffee for the day. I enjoy the birds chirping. I enjoy the quiet of the morning. I enjoy and indulge in that aroma of that coffee. And then once that coffee cup is empty, it's time to get busy. So I set my coffee cup up in my workspace where my laptop is. So what I just did there was I made a cue that once the coffee's over, I had something that was attractive to me, and I look down and I see my laptop. My laptop's right there. Get busy with your plan for the day. And so as a content creator, as someone who writes and develops course development and course content, I needed to carve out that time. Because if I procrastinated, it's not going to work out well. If I needed to write emails to generate leads, it's not going to work out well. If I need to create a course for a client, I need to do it, but I need to have that time. So I had my cue, which is setting my coffee cup right there by my laptop. I finish my coffee. I get on my laptop. Now it's time to start writing content. Now it's time to get after that. And I am already in a good mood because I experienced something pleasurable. So to make content creation easier, I will build an outline of ideas throughout the week. So now I have a cue, I made it attractive, now I'm making it accessible. So I'm not starting from scratch when I sit down on Saturday morning. I already have an outline of what it is I need to write. I already have an outline of what course I need to develop. I already have an outline of what social media posts I want to make for the week. This way, when it's time to write, I'm not waiting on the mood to strike. I'm already in the frame of mind to create, and I'm not starting from a blank slate. From there, the reward for completing the task is that now I know on Sunday, I've got no work left to do, and I am prepared for the week ahead. That is a great feeling. I'm not feeling scattered. I'm not feeling like I don't know what to do. I'm not feeling like I don't know where to get started. I set myself up for success with tiny habits that were broken down into manageable increments so that I can have I can reward myself with a Sunday that is completely free of business, that is completely free of thinking about what it is that I need to do, so I can enjoy the time with my family, so I can enjoy the time with my kids, with my wife, and not have the voice in the back of my head saying, you need to do more, you need to start more, you need to do whatever's next. That system is in place. Cue, attractive, easily accessible, rewarding, it feels good. And that's been my habit. And people have asked me, how do you produce so much? I see you posting every day. You're starting to grow and gain more clients. I see that the courses that you are developing are, have a wide range. And I tell them my system. I said, I have a system in place. And here's the small steps I take every day. And as a business owner, I'm proud to say in the last year and a half, I've gone up and grown my business exponentially. And it's because of the atomic habits that I've put in place so that I can build my business and still enjoy the time with my family and friends. So let's discuss how we can apply these concepts to your own life. The first way, identify those keystone habits. Identify one or two keystone habits that you want to make small changes that you think can lead to cascading improvements in other areas of your life. What are the 1 to 2 things that you are doing now that you want to improve or stop doing or start doing that will help you get to where you want to be? And then the second is creating the habit stack. Habit stacking is when you have new habits that you already stack on existing habits, like my coffee portion. I enjoyed my coffee on Saturday morning. I stacked it on top of having my laptop ready to go to write. So when you stack new habits on existing ones, you're leveraging momentum from something that you already are doing, and that makes that behavioral shift so much easier. The third is you want to use implementation intentions. Plan out specific actions you'll take in response to particular cues or situations, and that will help you increase your follow-through. Having an outline built throughout the week helped me to be prepared to write on Saturday, so that I had that cue, I had that situation. The outline was already shaped. If I was starting from a blank slate, I might find a way to procrastinate and put that off. But because I was starting with something already shaped and formed, that made it so much easier to follow through on. And then tracking your progress. Keep track of your habits using a habit tracker, a journal to monitor your progress and stay accountable. For me, I had a win journal that I kept for my clients. Every time I sent a new email out to somebody, even if I didn't get a response back, I put myself in the win column because I took the step. Every course I delivered, every client I closed, I took that as a win. I took client calls as a win because early as a business owner, I wanted to convert, but I was just happy to have a client call. So you start tracking your wins, and then you can look back and see how those small changes, those small increments led up to big monumental change. So by applying the principles of the book Atomic Habits, you're going to make things obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. You're going to cultivate habits that are going to propel you forward, and you're going to be able to achieve those long-term goals and those long-term dreams that you have for yourself and your life. I want to thank you today for joining us on Leadership Decoded here in the Loop Internet Studio. If you liked today's episode, you found value in today's episode, please save it, share it, send it out to your fellow leaders. Knowledge is power. Information sharing helps us all lead at our very best, and we are here to serve. We also want to hear from you, so leave us a review, drop us a comment, let us know how we're doing, send us an idea for an episode. What are you struggling with? What are you curious about? We'll send you the best advice that we can, and we'll answer the question here on the show. And if you're an organization that wants to improve your team dynamics and develop your future leaders, I want to work with you. I offer highly engaging, creativity-infused, research-backed team development workshops. We focus on collaboration, communication, and connection between your leaders and your teams. Trust me, they'll deliver the results that you're looking for. You can connect with me on LinkedIn at Dr. William Ramey, on Instagram at Leadership Decoded Pod, or email me here at will@onthestacks.com. I'm your host, Dr. Will Ramey, and I'll see you the next time you press play.